Hi, welcome to episode 37 of Made of Yarn podcast. My name is Lotte and I'm coming from Sweden. Many of you are actually new here, so you are a little bit extra welcome. I'm grateful for my friend Tracy Miller on Grocery Girls who told you about me and my little podcast. I have it both in English and in Swedish. Had my podcast around 2.5 years, and I'm so grateful that you are here. Mostly I show you knitted things, but also crochet. Nothing else actually. I started this, if you are totally new here, I started this talking about the benefits from crafting when you are, as me, chronically ill, or you have a burnout or something like that. So I think we all can agree that it's good for us. So I will, as usual, talk about what I'm wearing, what I'm knitting on, and so on. I don't have any special structure over it. I just talk of whatever I see in front of me and come to think about. I'm sorry, I'm doing like this. Well, perhaps I will start. What am I wearing? I had this before. If you've been here before, you've seen it. I actually tried to. I have a stitch marker here because it's opening here. I put this on in the last minute because I wanted to talk a little bit, I take it away, a little bit about Gudrun Johnston also. I've done it before also a little bit, but it's a little bit extra. I don't think any of you have not noticed that she started a lovely podcast. The Shetland Trader. I saw it yesterday, and she also then talked. One of the things she talked about, she wanted test knitters for a new vest that is Audrey enhanced. Sorry, but the vest version, and this is the cardigan version. I don't know how good you can see it, but this one is something I test knitted some years ago for her, and I love it. And I'm sorry because I had a dress under it before, but it didn't fit together, and I just put this on directly without any dress under or so it doesn't fit, look so good. So I'm so sorry. But I really can recommend that if you haven't test knitted for Gudrun, do it if you have the possibility. She is so lovely. And she is one of those, not everyone is, even though they have testing, they are designers, not everyone connects so much with the test knitters. But Gudrun is one of those, and it's so lovely because she answers if you send an email and have questions, and she answers almost directly, and that feels so good. She talked about, I have to move around a little bit. She talked about this book in this last episode, in her episode 4, about the Shetland Trader, as her channel is called also. I haven't yet done anything from it, but I have plans. When I saw the sweater she wore yesterday, and when I saw it looked really good on her, so why not? So this will be in my queue to make anything for me. I'm knitting so much for others. I will just give you the name of it. No, how long is it here? I don't know how you pronounce it. Bunnaberry, something like that. Really lovely. And also 2 days ago I got this in the mail. Gudrun's latest book, with the cooperation with Mary Jane Mucklestone. I borrowed this before on the library because I so fell in love with Gudrun's, and both these heritage joke, no, not a joke. Sorry if you can see it here. It reminds me a little bit because I test knitted I can't remember again, brie yoke. Can it be the same? If it's, I will put the links under here so you can check it out if you like afterwards. I test knitted that one, this one, and also a child version of a cardigan. I can't remember either. I'm so sorry. It feels so like I just come to think about this when I took this all my things up here on the other floor. So I didn't prepare to look here. This cardigan, it's called Regis Cardi. Can you see it? I don't know how it will focus. Like a cocoon, kind of. And I fell in love with it when I saw it the first time. Here you can see the back also. So this one is something I just have to do from this book. And it's so much more also in this book. Also from Mary Jane, of course. That is lovely with so much lovely color work. Oh, is this in Swedish? I'm sorry. But that's what I'm wearing right now and this is not from a book. You can buy the pattern on Ravelry directly. I will show you. I had to check my notes here because I will talk about, I forgot, of course, something I'm knitting on downstairs, but perhaps I will take that on the next episode, then it's finished. Talking about test knitting, I will try it. I dropped my soft blocker. I had to die. I'm sorry. I'm test knitting for a Swedish. This one is from the project bag is from the Playful Knitter in Denmark, Marlene. I got it from her. Perfect sock project bag. I'm test knitting now for a Swedish designer, Anneli Verbrugge, Power of Wool on Instagram. I don't know how well you can see this. I just made the first one. Perhaps if I will try to do like this. So you can see the front panel. Can you see it? I'm not sure at all. It's called a little bit shorter sock, and it's called Humle sock, something like that. And this one will be released in a couple of months it's a Swedish company, Nordic Knitting Society, and it's patterned both in Swedish and English, and it's designers from the northern countries, from Scandinavia. It can be Swedish ones, it can be Finnish, Danish, Norwegian, and so on. And they have different clubs in this. It doesn't cost much at all. and you get every month. This is in the sock club, and then you have a regular one with the garments, and you have a seasonal club. I think it's what I have, and it's lovely. And you can just pay once and have the pattern, and you don't have to subscribe if you don't want it. But this one is, and I'm knitting in a sock yarn that I also forgot to take up the label, from a Swedish hand dyer, Nutritious. I can't say what the color is called, but if it says on the label, I can write it here for you. And talking about socks, I actually made a pair for my husband. He doesn't like knitwear at all. But he promised me that he would wear a pair of socks if I made him a thinner. I made him before some years ago, and I think once or twice he wore them. But he has something from when he was a child that wool it's itchy, it's horrible, it's terrible, it's everything bad that you can imagine. So he said, and this one was also, but I'm wearing them, he said. He did it once when I told him, take the socks on before you go out. Anyway, this is knitted in opal yarns, in one of them, from the series collection Van Gogh collection. I have two of them. Last time I told you about gift knits. I'm knitting a lot for others in the family, not for others. I have problem to do that for people outside. I have had many questions. I have done it for some lovely friends. Of course, I'm knitting for lovely friends. That feels like family. So, because I know at least one is looking here, so you don't feel ashamed, not ashamed, but embarrassed that I don't like to knit for others. I love to knit for you, Jane, and some others also, of course, my friends. But not, I know some have, you who like to knit, you don't. If you don't have so much to do over the days, perhaps you can make something for me. I have so much to do. So the last time, perhaps you recognize you also had the questions. Sorry for the noise. Last time I showed you this one for my brother's grandson, Fred. He is 8, and this is a Kuusamo sweater from the Finnish designer Anni Jutti knits. She also have a podcast. I made this. This is a cotton and merino blend from, I think I don't know if it's Svarta Fåret or Järbo here in Sweden. I had the same question last time. I can't remember now either. But it's a really nice one, because I'm planning to do one each. There are 3 siblings. So this one is for Fred. Then I was sponsored with yarn from Svarta Fåret here in Sweden. I have to think again. And this is their merino yarn. They are quite new. They had it came last year to the company. I will do like this first. We got the question, some of us podcasters in Sweden, if we would like to knit a cardigan. It's called Confect cardigan. Many made it for the Christmas season last year. because it was candy canes and so on. And I said to myself, if I will make sweaters for the boys, I will also make a sweater for Daisy, the girl in the family. And I fell in love with one of the borders from the adult version with this kind of pattern. I can't remember what it is. My plan was to make more, because the original pattern, the confect cardigan, you are knitting it from bottom up and then you stick it. I took, this is another pattern. I didn't make any notes, from a free pattern from Edna, also in English and in other languages, for children, I think from 2 to 14, something like that. The designer is Katarina Lindhagen, also called Hagenhuset. She is a big designer here in Sweden. But she also made some free patterns for Edna, so it's free for us. So I took that pattern, I talked about it last time also, but I took that pattern and made it then from upside down. Then I had problems with my hands again. Sometimes I have ache, so it was problems. So I couldn't do any more borders or something, candy canes or candies down here. So it was just one. Perhaps it's placed a little bit funny. Not perhaps it was had been better to have it just around under the arms or here in the before the ribbing, but it is what it is. So I made this is 5 or 6 years old. She will be 5 this summer. I like this pattern so much, so I started then for the older brother, Edvard. He will be 12 next month, but he is tall, big as a 14, 15 years old. I had yarns that, this will look very funny because I just put the sleeves on a knitting magic loop both at the same time. I forgot to say it was svarta fåret, it's called black sheep, but svarta fåret merino, and this is also the same yarn in different colors. Then I bought 2 of each of these colors and 4 of these because my plan was to knit hats for them and my daughter Lovisa, but she wasn't so keen for this color. I wonder if it's macadamian or something like that. It's not, we thought it should be like more off-white or something, but it wasn't. Anyway, I had them lying around and come to think then of Edvard. Can you see? So the color is in gray, and I think I also will do the ribbing here in gray. Then I don't think, because I just have one skein of that. And then I perhaps will have like a denim blue on the cuffs. Or denim blue here and one cuff gray and one cuff denim blue. I haven't decided yet. You start this one, you knit the color afterwards. So you start in the back, and then when you have increased everything in the pattern, you will have as I made the pink one, you will have the beginning of the round around here. But when you are making it in stripes, that's a bad place to have it on. So I changed it. I had to think. I changed it to the raglan in the back. Yes, it's true. So I changed the color here, so you don't. I don't think you can see any changes there. Sorry, my mouth is dry. So then afterwards the changes are on the inside. So here you can see it, but it's better there and definitely in the front. But as many patterns are in the back. So it's better, I think it's better here, and then you have it here when you have an arm anyway. I hope I'm not sure that the main color is enough, so that's why I put this on hold here and making the sleeves, because I just have one skein left, because I wanted it to be a little bit longer, and in the worst case I had to make a really long ribbed ending there. I think it's because in the pattern it is quite long, and also here on the sleeves it's really long cuffs, so you can fold them up also. So next time I guess this will be finished also. So my plan is to, I have to check just in there so I don't get anything. Everything is there. My plan is to make something for them when they will have 1 week free from school. I guess in March, the end of February. I haven't asked them, but makes us, if they are home the whole week, I will make them gifts so they can open something every day, something to, one day they will have the sweaters, perhaps not that fun, but one day I will also have something they can craft on, paint or whatever, and candy someday and so. I will dive again because I saw it fell out. Another knit that I have that I have in my bag when I go outside or in the car or waiting and so on. Just a sock. I'm making it in 1 rib, 3 knit stitches, 1 purl. I have to think. I started first, my plan was just to make it the whole sock like this, but then I saw the inside is kind of fun, so I made it inside out. Here I don't know how many, perhaps 15 rows or something, and then I turn it inside out, and so I have it. Can you see? I don't know. It's a bad lighting here, even though I have a window and a ring lamp, and perhaps I have dirty glasses. But I hope you can see a little bit fun. And that's also one of the Van Gogh from Opal Yarns. This is the, what is it called? Soon I will find it. Vase mit Sonnenblumen. Sunflower, is it vase also in English? You can see the photo. They made really, it's amazing how they catch the colors from the paintings in the sock yarns. I really love them. I wish I bought them everyone, but I haven't found any more. I think I bought 5 or 6 different ones. Socks here, yeah. I talked also about this company, sorry. that have these yarns that we are sponsored with now and then. And this year they asked also last year for this year if I was interested to have first a kind of kits, and then I can buy more whatever I need to make a temperature blanket. They are calling it Throw a Temperature. They made one last year. I didn't do it then. I was making temperature blanket for myself anyway, not for myself, but for one of my daughters. And I made it a couple of years in a row. I love to make temperature blankets. I will see if I can show you some of the colors that I have here. I'm trying to count now because you can choose this one to either knit the blanket or crochet it. And my first thought when I heard I will crochet it, but it also eats more yarn. Let's see here. I made one row already. I made it a little bit different. I wish I can show you while I'm talking, I guess, one of the rows. In the pattern it said first, because I got a wrong version first, it said that it should be, I should have, I don't know the terms in English, you made like a chain, I guess it's perhaps a chain, 48 ones. And then you should crochet 2 rows of the white one, and then 5 rows of the temperature that day, and in between. So every square is 1 week. So you will have 52, and then you have to add some more to make the blanket even and correct. Anyway, it doesn't work for me with these 48 stitches, so I had to count and try again. So I'm now making 38 stitches and just 3 rows instead of 5 in this one. And then you put them together, you can see, you turn them. It's not exactly like a square yet. You can check it like when you fold it like this, and then you can see it's a little bit longer, but I haven't blocked it yet either. A little bit outside like this. I haven't blocked it yet, so I think it will be, I will block the whole blanket when it's finished. So this was 1 week, and I'm making it from 1990, when my first son was born. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 finished, but I almost finished out of this blue and this green one. So I have now to count how many stripes I've done it for one skein, and try to count how many more skeins I need to fill the whole year. And this I can make it. My plan is to, when it's then 52 or is it 52 or something, 54 I mean, to make the whole blanket, or if I just make 50, it doesn't matter. Anyway, if I make 1 a day, I will finish it in a couple of months. Because I want, but it's no hurry, because I want to give him this blanket in June 21st, when me and my husband have our 40th wedding anniversary. We always give each other gifts, me and my husband, of course, and we give the children, and they give us also. And I would love to give him like one blanket also, because I made one for my youngest daughter. I'm also making one for my oldest daughter, and I made another blanket for a son-in-law, and so on. So I have, of course, have to make one for my oldest son also. And I'm thirsty again. I have to check here. I talked about yesterday with a Swedish podcaster, another one. Sorry. She only has it in Swedish, called Maja Skapar. And we will make some cooperation. We will record something together. Sometimes it feels kind of boring just to sit to talk to yourself. And I love to watch others when they are sitting mainly together. Is easier perhaps, but sometimes, a couple of times, I also made like interviews and so I recorded over Zoom and put it in with others. So we'll do something like that, but it will not be any interview. We will have a theme, and probably we'll talk about what I said before, the benefits from knitting and crocheting when you are sick in some way, or have a burnout and so on. Because it's we said that we have seen it's many of us out there who have this problem. Many are not that well. So it's good that we can find something that gives us comfort, to make us feel, and I lost the word again, feel better. It's kind of a meditative thing to do. It relaxes you. If you Google the benefits from it, it comes up so much. The blood pressure can be better, and so on and so on. I talked about it before, and perhaps it's nothing new for you either. But it will be fun. But she was thinking. I asked her if she would love to do it also in English, and she said no, or perhaps I can think about it. So I can't say that it will be anything for you about it in that subject, but I hope perhaps it will be something. It would be fun, really. So what is my plan for the future? I will finish a sweater for my daughter Lovisa that I forgot to take up. It's in some kind of brushed alpaca. I will finish Edward's socks. I have so much to do. Sometimes I would love to do something for myself, but then when I check my wardrobe, I have so much, and my children are in need for sweaters and cardigans. And now I start to think, perhaps if I will make something for myself, it will be something for the summer, because I bought yarn last year, Drops Bell, I think it was a brown one, and I like that yarn. It's kind of the same as Sandnes Line, and we also have this Swedish brand Svarta Fåret Cecilia, but Bell is so much cheaper. But I love them, every one of them. Anyway, I haven't tried Sandnes, but Svarta Fåret I have, and also Drops. So I liked it. So it's smarter to do something now for the summer than start it in the summer, because I made that mistake several summers in a row. And the summer heat is gone when I finished it, and there I'm sitting with a cotton or linen cardigan or sweater, and the winter is coming. I think I talked about everything for now, for this moment. I'm sorry again. I always have to apologize for because sorry, I have to make a pause and drink. Sorry, I always have to apologize for my bad English. And today I haven't talked so much with someone yet. This morning my husband went away, but we don't talk English together, of course. But I hope I made some sense for you to understand. And perhaps for you who have been here before, and you are thinking, is she apologizing again? Yes, I am. I wish you the best, and I'm so grateful. Thank you for everyone who have been subscribing now, new ones. I'm so happy and that you old ones are coming back also. And please, if you're not a subscriber, you are so welcome to do it and help me to grow. It's not easy for me to come outside Sweden of some reason, but it's the algorithms in YouTube, I heard. So it's not easy for me to understand that either. I wish you the best, and we will see when we see each other next time. Bye.